What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com bringing home the bacon. MLB DFS video for Sunday, April 28th, the last Sunday of April. We are back. If you've never been here before, you're in for a treat. Hopefully you're in for a treat anyway. But we are going to break it down. What do I mean by that? Other DFS providers give you like 5 plays and that's it. We're going to break down every single game. We're going to look at the pitchers in the games. We're going to look at the bats in the games. We're going to move on, and we're going to look at everything. In the description of this video is the article that we like. So if you are one that wants to see a little bit of the plays that we like at each position, that is down below. Go check that out. Our Discord is also down below as well. You can click on the link. You can get in there. We give core plays for NBA and MLB as well. That being said, it is Sunday, so we have baseball, basketball, and NASCAR. So definitely check it out. If you've been on the fence about joining, go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. See what we have to offer. Everything is under the MLB tab. Player projections, simulation models, Vegas odds, batter splits, BVP matchups, stolen base targets, our cheat sheet, prop bets, chalk plays. We've got it all for you. If you've been looking for it, go check it out. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So we have giveaways every single video. 2 ways to win. First way, like the video, be a subscriber, and just leave a comment. If this video gets at least 50 likes, someone will win a free week. 100 likes is a free month. 150 likes is a free year. And if this video gets 200 or more likes, you leave a comment, someone will win a $500 lifetime pass. Second way, like the video and tell me who you think is going to score, or who you think is going to hit a home run and what inning are they going to hit it in. You get both of those correct, send a screenshot of that to dfshelp1@gmail.com showing me your comment on the video, and we will get you set up with a free week of FTA+. So, that being said, we are going to see who the winner of yesterday's video is. So, the stats on the video were weird. Not complaining. Had 1,054, the making of this video, 1,054 views, only 23 comments, and only 76 likes. So, looking at that, we have not hit 100 likes since last Sunday, for whatever reason. So, no one's gotten a free month all week. So, I think we can break it here. I think we can get a free week, or a free month with this video. But we are going to see who the winner is. 23 comments. 1 in 23 chance that you have, and you can win every single day. You can come back the next day and the next day and the next day and win. The winner, LG5295, with the comment, good call on Burns. Congratulations, LG. If you see this, like this comment, and then email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, and we will get you set up. Either tell me a username and email you would like on the website, or tell me if you already have a username on the website, and we will get you set up for that free week of FTA+. So that will be 1 week of MLB, NBA, NASCAR, PGA as well. So congratulations yet again, and you can win tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So we have a full slate. It's a Sunday. This is okay. So let's reiterate what a Sunday does. Sundays are the days that catchers usually rest. So you might see a backup catcher be in this game. So that's one thing to do about it. The second one is most of the games, or the majority of the main slate, locks at 12:35 Central, 1:35 Eastern, 10:35 Pacific. So 11:35 Mountain, I guess. But that's the 2 differences there. So the Sunday Night Baseball game we won't cover. It'll be the slate of everything, and we'll look at that. So there's technically 2 slates, a main slate and then an afternoon slate with 5 games in it as well. We're going to cover it all. The cheat sheet will have that as well. So let's take a look at the games. We've got the Athletics. We've got Baltimore Orioles. We've got Paul Blackburn versus Albert Suarez. Blackburn, 11 plate appearances, 273. Suarez obviously has never faced them before. And Suarez, I have not looked yet, so we're going to look at the same time. He's been 4,000 the past couple of starts. So I'm just kind of curious what he is. So they have actually bumped him up to 8,000. You look at this, or he was 6,000. He's got a great matchup here, coming off 2 really good starts, a good start against Minnesota, even better start against the Angels. He's gone 5.2 innings in both of those starts. He has 5 strikeouts there, has not given up an earned run. So, and he's going up against Oakland. Now, Oakland has been putting up some runs in this series. That is true. I would still take Suarez a little bit for tournaments. I'm weary on him being 8,000 and being only going about 5.2 innings. That's the only thing that scares me, so I will still have some exposure to him. Then we got Blackburn. 11 plate appearances, not much. The bats is what I would look at in this game. So let's take a look at what bats you can use in this game. So the obvious bats for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson, Westberg, O'Hearn, Colton Cowser. You also got Mountcastle and Adley Rutschman. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit home runs. There's a ton of red that you really like to see. Flip side of that, if you think Suarez maybe finally gets a bump in the road and gives up earned runs because now he's 8,000, Lawrence Butler, Max Schumann, Shea Langoliers, who might not start because it is Sunday, Brett Rooker, have all been hitting well. Then I would look at Estuary Ruiz. Again, he gets on base, steals bases for you. Those give you fantasy points. Maybe a little bit of Seth Brown. Maybe a little bit of Abraham Toro if you are going with the A's. Now, we run simulations every single day. You guys know that. We do 20,000 simulations, and they will be on the website under the MLB simulations. That being said, we look at that. I don't have them ran right now. They're currently running, but it's been a weird weekend for baseball. You've seen the White Sox win 2 games in a row. Leave it to Tampa Bay to be so... I don't understand baseball right now. I don't understand how Tampa Bay's so bad out of nowhere. The Astros are very, very bad right now. Boston's bad. It's just wild what's going on. But we look at this. I don't mind some of these A's. If you want to go contrarian for a stack, the A's might be a sneaky stack on a slate like this. So, and I will let you know, hopefully you are seeing this video, but we're getting tornadoes and we're getting terrible weather. The power already went out once today, so I'm hoping I can get this video done. I'm hoping I can get this video done. But that being said, I don't think I'm taking either of these. You could look at Blackburn. Okay, so if we look at Blackburn a little bit, he is 7,600. Game log wise, not a good start against the Yankees. 6 innings, 4 earned runs. He's given up 7 earned runs his last 2 starts. And those are the only earned runs that he's given. He faced St. Louis, Washington, Detroit, and Cleveland. Now he's going up against Baltimore. They are a great team. It's wild because Blackburn is cheaper than Suarez. I get that. I think, and we've seen Oakland, we've seen what they've done this series. They've not gone away. They've not just laid down. I don't mind Blackburn here. You get a little bit of savings over Suarez, and people will be off of him because it's the Orioles and he's on the Oakland Athletics. I think we could take advantage of that. So I am looking at Blackburn for tournaments. I think Suarez is only tournament as well. I'm a little bit scared of his price. Guardians at the Braves. We saw the Guardians walk it off in extra innings on Saturday. You got Ben Lively versus Bryce Elder right off the bat. They're not sexy names. We look Ben Lively here. Coming off 2 really good starts. I mean, they're both against Boston. At least 5 innings of both of those. Now, obviously, Atlanta's a good team. Ben Lively at 6,500. Cheap option. Tournament option, completely okay with. But obviously, Atlanta can flip a switch and put on runs. You don't need me to tell you who you need for Atlanta. Matt Olson, Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna, Austin Riley. You guys know this. Ben Lively, tournament 6,500. I'm very okay with that one. Then Bryce Elder comes in. He obviously had a good start against Miami. Miami's not good. Cleveland has got one of the best records in the AL. I'm probably at 8,200. I'm probably off Elder. Still, Josh Naylor, Jose Ramirez had good games on Saturday. I'm looking for them to continue that. I'm looking at Bo Naylor as well. I'm also looking a little bit at Andres Jimenez, just a little bit. So I don't think I trust Bryce Elder enough. One start against a bad team, and he's 8,200 now. He went up. It makes no sense because now he has a worse matchup for him. I'm off the Elder train. I will look at some of the bats for them, but to be honest with you, both of these, for his price, Ben Lively I'm okay with for tournaments. But again, both I'd rather take bats in this game here. Dodgers at the Blue Jays. We saw what the Dodgers did. Just absolutely dominated Friday night. Won Saturday, going for the sweep here. Michael Grove versus Kevin Gausman. Grove, 17 plate appearance, 294. Gausman has good numbers against them. 164 plate appearances, 22K percentage, a 264 batting average. So these are great. These numbers are great. Gossman's not been the best this year. It's whatever, like we've got some of these stud pitchers not doing well. Comes in with an almost 6 ERA, 8,300, 0-3 record, only has 18 strikeouts. Like, I don't know what's going on. The strikeouts just aren't there. They're just not there. 2 strikeouts against Kansas City, 6 against the Yankees, 4 against Colorado, none against the Yankees, and 6 against Tampa Bay. Now, I probably will have a little bit of Gossman in tournaments because if you make like 20 to 50 lineups, you want to get a little bit of this pitcher against the Dodgers because everyone's going to be on the Dodgers. But Dodgers bats that I absolutely love. Mookie Betts, if he keeps it up and stays healthy, probably runs away with the MVP. Max Muncy. I'm okay with Max Muncy. I'm okay with Freddie Freeman in this situation. Just depending, Teoscar Hernandez, James Outman, like it depends on the lineup that comes out. Ohtani obviously is at the top. I would not be surprised if the Dodgers put up a ton of runs in this one. Gossman just has not looked like his dominant self. And then Grove, or Stone. Why'd they got Yarbrough? See, that's what I don't understand. Should be Gavin Stone. Or Michael Grove. Sorry, Michael Grove. Michael Grove's been on Baseball Savant for a few hours now. So you can remove non-probable. And you probably won't have to do this depending when you're watching the video. But Michael Grove coming in, 8,300. Game logs. Yeah, so he's not. He must be an opener. It must be an opener, Michael Grove opener, and then Ryan Yarbrough coming in for the long relief, I guess. Let's see. Did it say player long? Well, it didn't. But you come in to it. Yeah, he's not pitching that much either. I don't know what's going on with this. Wouldn't use either pitcher either way. I'd rather just focus mainly on the Dodgers bats. Obviously, if you think Blue Jays are going to put up runs, it's probably going to be Vlad. It's probably going to be George Springer. Bo Bichette's still expensive and still struggling a little bit. Ernie Clement would be a cheap option, I think. Kevin Kiermaier could be as well. Just depends on who's going to be in there. So I'd rather take the Dodgers bats. I don't think I'm going to take either pitcher. Royals at the Tigers, Michael Walker versus Tariq Skubal. Now, Skubal, 63 plate appearances, 262. I know that Kansas City has been very good this year, oddly good this year. But we look at this. Tariq Skubal is expensive, $10,000, the most up there. He has not faced Kansas City this year. 182 ERA, 3-0 record, 35 strikeouts. I will take some exposure to him, but being so expensive, Sal Perez is hitting like over 300 right now. Bobby Witt Jr. does not have great numbers against Skubal, but if he gets on base, he's stealing bases. 1 or 2 a night. Also hit a home run. You can look at Michael Garcia. I think a sneaky stack will be Kansas City against Skubal. Now, Skubal's a stud. We know this. But he is expensive. And he played Tampa Bay, who's not a good team. Played Oakland and the White Sox. So 3 of his 5 starts are against terrible teams, and he's had success against all of them. Texas, he gave up 2 earned runs and 4 runs total, 6 strikeouts. So Skubal, if his stuff is on, he's lights out. I would like this game better if it was in Kansas City, which is a pitcher's park, but we will take advantage of this. So I will have some Skubal, but I will be a little contrarian and go with Kansas City stack as well. And I don't really want Michael Wacha. There's just other pitchers on the slate that I would use. Tournament, I'm okay with, but I'm probably not going to have any exposure to Wacha at all. Cardinals at the Mets. This is at Citi Field. This is a massive ballpark. This is a pitcher's park. Lance Lynn, 79 plate appearances, 264 batting average. Quintana, 69 plate appearances, 270. We look at this. Quintana is here at 7,400. Terrible start against San Francisco. At San Francisco, which is a pitcher's park, gave up 5 earned runs. Pittsburgh, 1 earned run. Atlanta, 3 earned runs. He's had success against them in the past, but 4.21 ERA, only 20 strikeouts in 5. He's had 4 strikeouts in every single game. I think I'm going to be on the minority. I think I'm going to stack the Cardinals here. Goldie, Arenado, Burleson, Brendan Donovan. I don't mind these guys, depending on the lineup that is there. So I will be Wilson Contreras if he starts. I don't know. It's a Sunday. If he sits, then Ivan Herrera or Wilson Contreras DHs. I could see that happening as well. So I would go with either Wilson Contreras if he's in or Ivan Herrera if he is in for Wilson today. Lance Lynn, honestly, we look at Lance Lynn. He's 8,400 game log wise, 281 ERA, only one win. Been going deeper into games lately. Strikeouts have been there as well. Faced Arizona, did pretty mediocre against Arizona. Had 7 Ks, but had 3 walks, 3 earned runs, so that'll take you down. The walks have been a problem. Lynn for tournaments, because this is a pitcher's park, I'm okay with, but I'd rather just probably focus on the St. Louis bats that we talked about. Nationals at the Marlins, battle of the lefties here. Patrick Corbin, 71 plate appearances, 306 batting average. Ryan Weathers, 18 plate appearances, 333. So Patrick Corbin's down here. He's the lowest priced pitcher at 6,000. Actually had a pretty good start against the Dodgers. I will admit, was not on him. He gave up no earned runs, only 3 strikeouts, so it was very low, very surprising. But he comes in with a 6.51 ERA. I would still look at Miami bats. Sanchez, Brian De La Cruz, Luis Ariz, you could look at. Josh Bell. Like, these are ones. I don't trust Patrick Corbin at all. And then Ryan Weathers, I really don't either. So we could look at Washington bats. Luis Garcia Jr., you could look at. Keibert Ruiz, if he's in there. Again, it's a catcher on a Sunday, so that's something to look at. CJ Abrams, I don't mind. Even cheaper would be Jacob Young or Alex Call. Those would be very, very... I would be very surprised if they're more than 2% owned on the slate. So that's kind of my thought in this game. I don't want either pitcher. I'd rather take the bats. More focused on the bats way over than I would be on the pitchers. You know what? I don't know what to do in this game because you want to take a pitcher against the White Sox all year, except for this series. Tampa Bay has looked like garbage. Zach Littell, 26 plate appearances, 348 batting average. Eric Fetty, 20 plate appearances, 211. Now, Fetty for tournaments, I'm okay with, but the Rays have still put up runs too. They've just lost. The White Sox are bad, but Tampa Bay's not showing that they're bad, which is crazy. So we look at this. Yeah, it's crazy. Kind of just wanted to see who... A 348 batting average, 26 plate appearances. I'm curious if it's one player, if it's multiple. Tommy Pham's 3 for 7 with a double. Lopez is 1 for 5 with a double. Robbie Grossman's 1 for 3. Eloy Jimenez 2 for 2 with a home run, so that's kind of why it's 1,000. Then Andrew Benintendi's 1 for 1. So honestly, if he's healthy, Eloy in this game, Chicago, this will be the first time all year, but a White Sox stack for tournaments, I don't mind. And Eloy, and Andrew Benintendi, a Paul DeYoung, a Tommy Pham, I don't mind these as a sneaky stack here. I want nothing to do with these pitchers, though, in cash, and I probably am not taking any in tournaments either. Next game is the Yankees at the Brewers. You got Marcus Stroman versus Tobias Myers. Stroman, 71 plate appearance, 238. He has had success against them in the past. And second highest priced pitcher on the slate, and 2.93 ERA. Deeper into games, 7-6 innings is a dog. He's got 90-plus pitches in every single game. He has 95-plus pitches in every single game. Coming off a fantastic start against Oakland. The Yankees just absolutely dominated them, along with Carlos Rodon on Saturday. I would be looking at Stroman. I love him. He's the picture of the video. He's the picture of the article for a reason. So we look at that. Then, Tobias Myers. I know nothing about him. Is it an opener? Is he going? He's only pitched once. So this would be a second turn around the rotation. 5 innings in that one, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1 earned run. So he didn't do bad against Pittsburgh. But if the Yankees are hitting, like they've been hitting well against Milwaukee this series, I'm looking at them. Anthony Rizzo absolutely dominates in this stadium. Had another big home run. He's got back-to-back games with home runs. Judge had a massive home run to center field. Stanton had a home run, even though it was against a position player. Gleyber Torres had a huge double. He is on. I'm looking at everybody. Yeah, right-handed pitcher. I would look at every single bat in this lineup pretty much. Gleyber might be back. Maybe that was the switch that flipped because then he got a single afterwards. So pretty much every single person in this Yankees lineup, I will have multiple different Yankee stacks today. I want nothing to do with Myers. I guess you could throw him in tournaments because he's never faced the Yankees before, and the Yankees have been striking out a ton lately. But yeah, I'd rather have Marcus Stroman and the Yankees as a stack. Then we get to the Reds at the Rangers. Andrew Abbott versus Dane Dunning. Really haven't seen much. Abbott's been 2 plate appearances. Dunning 16. So there's not much to go off of there. We look at what they've done. Where's Andrew? There he is. Andrew Abbott, 7,200. Not much against Philly. Had too many walks. Like, the walks have been a problem for him. I'm probably just looking at the Texas bats here. I would be looking at Simeon, Seager. I guess we could just look at them real quick. Depending on the lineup that comes out, obviously. Adolis Garcia against the lefty, you always want to look at him. If he's starting at catcher today, Andrew Kisner would be. I usually, when he was with the Cardinals, I would take him against lefties, and it worked out a lot. I would look at him. Seager, Jonah Heim a little bit. I don't know if he'll be in there, though. Marcus Semien, Wyatt Langford a little bit. Maybe Nate Lowe as well. So that's what I would look at. Dane Dunning, 6,800, coming in with a 4.61 ERA. Walks have been a problem. They've been a huge problem. Earned runs have been. I'm off of Dunning. You can look at Cincinnati bats. Ellie De La Cruz, Spencer Steer, obviously are ones you'd look at. Encarnacio Strand's another one. Will Benson's another one. Cheaper option would be Nick Martini. You could look at Stuart Fairchild a little bit too. Maybe a little bit of Jake Fraley. I doubt it though. But yeah, in this matchup, I'm not looking at either pitcher. I'm looking at bats on both sides. Okay, so we're done with the main slate. Now we're the afternoon slate. Now, this is in Mexico. We saw all the home runs yesterday. Fully expect that again. Framber Valdez making his debut. Don't know how long he'll go into the game. Let's see how cheap or expensive he is. He's 7,500 making his debut. Is he going to be on a pitch count? Yeah, so probably in a... He's got a great matchup here, but I don't know if we can pay for him because he's going to be restricted. That's the problem. We obviously want to look at Astros bats. Yordan and Kyle Tucker, if you've been with us before, you know they absolutely murder and destroy lefty bats or lefty pitching. And this ballpark, if you look at the ballpark factors just from simulations, and this is off one game, home run percentage for the stadium, the wind is blowing out, 159%. Doubles and triples, 59%. Singles, 12%. Runs, 103%. To put that in perspective, the next only positive field for home runs today, Tampa Bay at Chicago White Sox, plus 11%. And then Fenway has a plus 21% for doubles and triples. So, that being said, there will be runs in this game. I don't want pitching. I want all of the bats. I'm going to focus on the only bats that really jump out to me is Ryan McMahon, Brendan Rodgers for Colorado, Nolan Jones. But yeah, heavy on Bregman, Altuve. Jose Abreu came through in Mexico on Saturday. Kyle Tucker, Yordan, these guys, I am all over. Don't overthink it, especially on a small slate like this. I don't trust. I'm not paying for Valdez because I don't think he'll be in the game that long enough to make me feel comfortable with it. And I don't want Austin Gomber at all. Pirates at the Giants. Neither pitcher has faced before. It's in a pitcher's park. I don't mind either of these, Jared Jones or Keaton Winn. Again, if you're new to the channel, I know Keaton Winn's family. They live about 10 to 15 minutes that way from me, which is cool. My wife knows their family. They were in our wedding. So it's pretty cool. And he's coming off a win. He's pitching at home again against the Pirates. I'm okay with that. None of the bats jump out to me. Maybe after simulations they will, but none at the moment. So I will take both pitchers. I think Keaton Wynn's more of your cash option. I think Jared Jones is more of your tournament option, though. Twins at the Angels, Pablo Lopez versus Reed Detmers. Lopez has actually had more success. 48 plate appearances, .091, 37.5 K percentage. Reed Detmers, 43 plate appearances, 282. I probably am taking both pitchers. I think Pablo Lopez is your cash. I think Reed Detmers is your tournament. None of the bats jump out to me right now. So that's my thought in this game. Lopez is cash and Reed Detmers tournaments. Then you got Diamondbacks versus the Mariners. You got Brandon Pfaadt versus Logan Gilbert. Pfaadt, 13 plate appearances, 333. Logan Gilbert, 37 plate appearances, 222. Pfaadt has been up and down, very Jekyll and Hyde. I don't think I trust him enough. I'd rather look at Logan Gilbert. He's had success against Arizona this year, or in his career. We look at him, he's the second highest priced pitcher, 187 ERA, 2-0 record, 35 strikeouts. Has not faced Arizona this year, but he's had 4 of his 5 starts have been great. Milwaukee gave up 4 earned runs. Other than that, he's been locked down. And this is at home in Seattle. I want Logan Gilbert. Honestly, no bats jump out to me right now. The offense is not putting up a ton of runs, or enough that I even consider. So I'm looking at Logan Gilbert, and that's probably it in this game. Phillies at the Padres. You got Taijuan Walker versus Michael King. So we know Michael King had a no-hitter going into the 8th inning a couple of starts ago. Down here at 7,000. Problem is he coming off a terrible start at Colorado. But that's at Colorado, so we'll go away from that. But then against the Dodgers, a terrible start. San Francisco, an okay start. Then a good start and a good start. Philly hits very well. We saw that against Dylan Cease on Saturday. I think we're going to see the same thing. I don't want Michael King. I'd rather take Philly bats. Harper, Schwarber at the top, Trey Turner. Those guys I'm looking at. Alec Boehm had a home run on Saturday as well. So I'm more focused on a Philly stack. And then Taijuan Walker. Is this a season debut? Yeah. Veteran right-hander allowed 4 runs on 6.1 innings during his 3rd minor league rehab and had a bullpen. Yeah, last year, 4.38 ERA. I'm probably off of him. I'm probably looking at the bats in this game, too. I think this could be a high-scoring game. The bats for San Diego, that would make sense, would be, well, let's look who's had success lately, and then we could see other things. But yeah, Tatis, Machado, Cronenworth, Profar, and Merrill all hitting very well, and those are all great options here. Ha-Seong Kim for tournaments, Luis Campusano, I don't mind either. That's probably it. But yeah, I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I'm not going to take the pitchers in this game. And then the last game is the Cubs at the Red Sox. We saw you can't play this game. It's a Sunday night baseball game. We saw the Red Sox put up, I think it was 18-0. Wild times. 18-0 on Saturday. So yeah, that is the breakdown. We've gone through those. We've looked at them. People have been asking about stacks to end the videos, and I think that's a good one. If you guys would like other options, let me know what you would like to see in these videos. But we just kind of look. Marlins versus Patrick Corbin, I like. Another stack would be Detroit versus Michael Wacha. And then St. Louis Cardinals versus Jose Quintana. So Marlins, we'll look at that. So the bats against Patrick Corbin that I would look at: Jesus Sanchez, Josh Bell, Brian De La Cruz. Those are all the top 3. Then I'd look at a little bit of Jazz. Vidal Brujan, maybe a little bit. I don't mind. And Luis Ariz, a little bit as well. That would be the bats in a Marlin stack here. Tigers bats against Wacha. Matt Vierling. Riley Green, if he's in there. I don't mind. Kerry Carpenter, I would definitely have in my lineup. You could look at a little bit of Spencer Torkelson, but I'm probably off of him. I could see either Jake Rogers or Carson Kelly in there, depending on the catcher of the day. And you could maybe think about a little bit of Zach McKinstry. if you're trying to round out that 5-player stack. And then the Cardinals, we kind of already touched on it, but we'll do it again. Arenado, Goldie, Wilson Contreras if he's in. If not Wilson Contreras, we look at Ivan Herrera. Maybe a little bit of Nolan Gorman, or some combination of Alec Burleson and Brendan Donovan as well. So that's what I have in this Sunday slate. Hopefully it helped you. If it did, let us know. If there are certain things you would like to see in these videos that are not in these videos currently, let us know down below, or email us, or hit us up on Twitter, or I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, those are the ways to contact us. If this helped you out and that's it, that's awesome. That's what we're trying to do. If you do need a little bit of boost, go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. The link is in the description. You can check us out MLB-wise. All of that information is on there. For NBA, we've got that information. NASCAR, we've got simulations, our Bacon Station, and our cheat sheet as well, along with some optimal lineups there. So we're trying to give you as much information as we possibly can. If you have questions, try to answer them. But yeah, we're always looking for feedback. So if you guys got something and you want to see something in these videos, let us know and we'll see what we can do. So that's what I've got for this Sunday slate. Good luck. Hopefully you had a great weekend. And as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.